that trip really like saved me in a way, and it also opened up my eyes. Like, damn, I gotta keep working hard so that way I could be the people that are also that are living in Florida. I'm gonna take you on a full day of eating or day in the life. I don't really know what's the difference. It's kind of all the same thing to me. Like, I'm leveling up in life. I'm going to do something out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna do something that's probably not gonna, work out in my favor, but it is what it is. Grapefruit. Guess what? Did you guess? Anyways, bottoms up. Yeah, I forgot I did that. That's pretty expensive. You see that? You see them quads? Oh yeah. Oh, look at these arms. But the previous warehouse that I was working at, they let me go because of my past. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am starting to feel the effects of not being on my proper cycle. Guess where I'm at? The casino, baby! The link is gonna be in the description. First link. Fully back from the trip. And this was first night sleeping alone. Back with the cats. Felt good. Felt good. Honestly, really miss being in Florida. Really liked it. But the past is in the past, and now we're now, So now we gotta start plotting about thinking forward. What to do with this life that we have been given. I would like to say I started off on a good foot today. Last night, I think I fell asleep at like 2 a.m. and it was because I had to drive the girl back to her house, drop her off, and it's a pretty far drive, like half an hour there and then another half an hour back. Kind of a lot, but we did it, and now we're here. So we chilling. But it's 9 o'clock, so we're starting off on a good note. I was gonna go eat right now, but the problem is that the Mediterranean food that I ate last night really messed up my stomach. My stomach's not happy at all. But we are gonna go to the gym. Then we're gonna go meal prep. And then from there, just figure something out, You gotta figure something out. What I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Well, not rest of my life, just like make some money. Because I looked over like how much money I spent in this vacation. Let's just say I maxed out my credit cards. But that's not a bad thing. It is kind of bad. It sounds bad. But if you ask me, completely worth it. I had a lot of fun. What happened was spent a lot of money in Florida, right? But I was able to pay it off, like completely right there and then. It was kind of funny how I found out because I was at the parking garage trying to leave, and there was the fee that I had to pay for while I was leaving. And I had to figure out like how much it was. I was like, your card was declined. I'm like, what? Then I tried my debit card and it was blocked, and I had to go to the bank to unlock that. But I could probably use the app. I haven't really checked. Well, I looked on my app. I was like, credit card limit exceeded. Limit. Spent over $2,000 that month, or that past 5 days. Crazy. crazy. But at least I was able to pay it off all the way. You know, that's kind of like a huge flex because there's been times where I've maxed out my credit card and I wasn't able to pay it back for like months on end. Okay, now. Oh man. But as soon as I'm done with all my vitamin taking, oh yeah, that's the thing too. Now we're back. Did a little reflection, right? I'm going to start locking back in, right? No more rotisserie chicken nights. No more sauces. Gonna go back with the vitamins, you know. Gonna take my vitamins again, eating healthy again. Enjoying life a little bit more. See, with my cats. Gotta do them for my cats. Gotta do it for myself. Gotta do it for the people that, you know, are rooting for me. And I can't let the people who are preying on my downfall win. No. I'm gonna put a little bit more effort into things, rather than just calling it a day. I'm going to start doing that. It was a very good trip. Like I wish I was able to do that a lot more, especially like with what I'm doing at the moment. I work at McDonald's, like maybe 16, 20 hours a week max. So it's like really easy for me to get time off. And I've been making money just by, you know, on social media, by posting funny little videos. And that's how, like, I was able to afford the majority of this, but I haven't been really active online. So maybe a comeback is needed. Maybe a comeback, a new version of me. You know, like the past couple of months, I was gonna say weeks, but months, I was on like this degen arc, right? Rotisserie chicken, hardcore, what is it? The Three Musketeers, hardcore Three Musketeers, you know, just ripping nicotine back and forth, all that stuff. It's pretty bad. But now I'm officially sober from nicotine. It wasn't really that bad. That trip really like saved me in a way, and I also opened up my eyes. Like, damn, I gotta keep working hard so that way I could be the people that are living in Florida. Because when I was driving that car, all I saw was Lamborghinis, Porsches. I didn't see any Mustangs, funny enough, which is kind of weird because I would definitely be rocking one of those there. A lot of soft tops. Anyways, I need to start. I'm going to. This is the upcoming arc. No idea. Gonna figure something out. Because right now, it's just me, myself, and I, with the cats and the woman. So I'm gonna stick to what I know while also making minor adjustments to my daily schedule. Like, I'm gonna wake up earlier now. I'm gonna start taking my vitamins. I'm gonna start getting a little healthier. I'm gonna be more mindful of how I do things rather than just kind of willy-nilly things, freeballing them, you know? You get what I'm saying? We're gonna win. As soon as I make it, you're gonna make it too. Because you are here watching this. You're watching me. You're here with me. I'm gonna do as much as I can to give you something. Because that's how it is, right? Like, I like to win. And when I win, we all win. I don't win just for myself. Like I said before, I'm very content with where I am in life. But there is a lot of things I would like to do, even if I can't do them, you know, I got the imagination, I got the knocker. Spewing up whatever. But the best part about winning is sharing those wins. Besides the journey, you know, like the journey is fucking awesome. You love the journey, that's where you get most of your lore. But when I win, we all win. You and I. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed whatever went on because I have no idea whatsoever what I recorded. Kind of just like fragments of everything. I'm not even sure how long this video is, so. Yeah. Okay, like I said, we are slowly fixing up the light. Just had a really good gym session. I got there at like 11, and it is currently 1. I told myself I was only going to be there for an hour and a half, and obviously that did not happen. Do you know why? Because I took my caffeine. I took my Gorilla Mode 2 scoops, and honestly, it was really good. I haven't had pre-workout in a while. I mean, I have been doing caffeine, but no more caffeine for the rest of the day. But I'm not sure if I'm going to include poses or not, but it's whatever. Really good day if you ask me. Why, you may ask? Even though I spent a little over 2 hours, I got to talk to a lot of people. I became a little more social. I was social. Because usually when I'm there, I usually just hang out with my degenerate friends. The degenerate gym bros. But this time, I actually talked to people with like intent. Like, instead of being like, yeah, what's up, bro, stuff like that, that sucks, that's crazy. I was actually speaking with intent this time. Like, my whole brain was I felt my brain braining. And it feels awesome. And I think, like, I reconnected with some friendships, you know? Like, I'm not sure if you know this, but a little drama, giving you a little insight on some Nomad lore. I had a very bad crash out with my last relationship, and I ruined a lot of friendships because of that. But I think I'm slowly, you know, picking myself back up to peace, you know? I'm building myself back up together, and it's gonna be a better version than I was last time. So I'm really glad I'm making progress in that department at least. Like, I reconnected with my best friend's sister. So that was, I'm excited for that. That's who I was posing with earlier. Man, such a good day so far. Like, I'm reconnecting with my old good friends. Like, the good part, like my good friends. Like, I do have friends out there. Well, the ones I'm currently talking to, they're like not so, I don't want to like throw any shade, but they're really like good influences. You know, they're the type of people that I hang out with during the weekend. We do some degen shit, gambling. I don't want to say drugs because I don't really do drugs, but very interesting indeed. Just very happy where I'm currently at, you know, like I'm fixing up my life. I'm doing it. I'm excited. So the next thing I gotta do, I gotta make some food. Gotta go grocery shopping. Gonna do all that shenaz. This is a good day 1 back. I'm excited. I told you that I'm getting my life back together. You see all this stuff? Just finished meal prepping. I have work in like 30 minutes. But look at this. I know you can't see it, but I'm gonna show you in a bit. Watch this. Look at this. They're gonna be so proud of me. I accidentally kicked him. I'm sorry, baby. Look at this. Look at all this stuff. Look at all that. You see this? Bananas for the morning, apples for like lunch, potatoes for dinner, beef for dinner, mixed vegetables for dinner, yogurt for pre-workout or breakfast, and then eggs for post-workout or breakfast, you know, and I got my pre-workout right over there. Look at all this stuff. You know, this thing right here? It's actually empty. I've been using that as my tripod, so whenever like my camera's down, that's my tripod. Anyways, this is all I got. Yogurt is going to be like the base. I'm going to blend it all up with the berries. Then I'm going to throw some oats on there and then some honey. Sounds pretty good. These I'll just have like 2 a day. Something like that. Eggs, probably like 2, 3 a day. I think this is like almost 200
grams of protein a day. Somewhere around there, I hope so, because I think this whole thing of beef, okay, so 4 times, this is about 88 grams of protein. And then the yogurt, I have no idea. Actually, this might be like 160 grams of protein. Now I'm looking at it. But you know, it works. I'm getting my life back together. I'm happy. Back in the little shit box here, but it's okay. It's my shit box. A little dirty, but I'll get to it at some point or another. It still takes me from point A to point B. That's all that really matters, you know? But as of lately, I've been feeling pretty good. The only thing is that I've ordered my next 2 bottles to continue the cycle and has not yet been delivered because UPS decided to delay the shipping. It's in Illinois though. It's in Illinois. It was supposed to be delivered 3 days ago when I landed from the trip. But it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, stuff like that. I'm still taking my daily Anabar. I'm feeling amazing still. And, you know, I've been really good. Like I said, I'm back on meal prep. Sleep, I could be doing better. To be fair, it was just last night. I stayed up till 4 a.m. And this was willingly. I willingly stayed up to 4 a.m. because I've entered this flow state while I was working on the last YouTube video. And I was like so into it. I miss making actual videos, you know? Like, even though it's not good, high quality stuff, it's like, it's pretty much just compiled up by monkeys, you know? Like, no substance at all, just clips, throw it there, and then, yeah, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, other than that, it's been pretty chill. I'm still feeling good, feeling great. I do feel a little less better than yesterday. Like, if I had to put it on a scale, like yesterday was a 10 out of 10, today I'm feeling like a 9.5 out of 10. Not bad, but, you know, it's a decline. Every time you get a high, there's going to be a low, you know? So it's just part of life. It happens. But other than that, I've been really good with, like, maintaining everything for the past couple of days, at least today. So far, I feel like I've been winning because even though I slept 4 hours, I fell asleep at like 4, maybe 4:30. I got up, I set my alarm at 9:30. 9:30. I got up at 9:30, snoozed it. Snoozed it, and I actually didn't snooze it. I turned off the alarm. I looked at my phone, turned it off, went back to bed. I don't sleep with my phone. I have it like across my room, so it forces me to get up. But I turned off the alarm, laid back in bed, fell asleep, and I naturally woke up at 10:30. So an extra hour of sleep. It's fine. So what? That's like 6 hours of sleep. 5. Yeah, it's not bad. Pretty good, but I was so groggy. Woke up. I didn't even eat breakfast because I just, man, when I tell you I was running on fumes, I felt like, I don't know what happened. I felt so disordered when I woke up. To be fair, I did do a little something, you know, smoked. But I would like to say, since we're on the topic of this, that I have successfully defeated my nicotine addiction. So there's no longer the Three Musketeers, no longer the twins. I still have the Juul, and the Juul's just kind of there, you know? Like, I haven't been smacking it or anything. I have been looking at it, but I haven't been smacking it. I haven't been abusing it. It just kind of exists with me. So I'm glad to know that I can coexist with the substances that I used to have a bad relationship with, you know? Like, I do not feel like I'm being taunted or that I'm like being tested. Now it just feels like, okay, you're there and I'm here, you know? It's kind of like living with a whole bunch of sweets and unhealthy food and just choosing to eat what you have, you know, your healthy stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure if that analogy made sense. You know, it's progress. Like during that whole Florida trip, I was smacking my girls every so often, but as soon as I got home, no, I had no, well, that's a lie, I did have some cravings, but like after yesterday of not doing anything, especially being at home, yeah, I feel like I'm good. And I think I'm going to be swapping out the nicotine with the flower. But I'm not going to be doing like the flower every day, you know, every night. I still don't do it like prolifically. I just do it every so often when I need to sleep. Because it helps me sleep, you know. We all have our own reasons. We all have our own things, and I don't feel like it's affecting me in the long run. Whereas nicotine, that was really, it was making my brain all gooey, all liquid, smaller. Whereas cannabis, it doesn't. I just feel very funny in the moment and very sleepy, and when I wake up, I don't feel sleepy. I mean, I always, besides last night was like a bad example, but I felt rested at least. Like, you know, body recovered, mentally not rested. I don't feel like talking, but last night, really something. Anyways, as soon as I got up this morning, just took one scoop of pre-workout. One scoop. Back day. I don't like back day. Not my favorite, but tomorrow's legs, and I'll enjoy that with a double scoop. I was pretty good about it today, going to the gym, because I told myself, okay, I'm not going to spend 3-4 hours in the gym. I'm going to be in there, make it very effective, hour and a half, 10 minutes on the treadmill. Always start off your workouts with like an intermediate cardio session, 10-15 minutes like walking on a bike, Stairmaster even, but very low intensity, right? You just want to do it to get the blood flowing. I'm like steaming up in here. The things I do for you, right? Like, you don't understand. I am sweating bullets right now. My car is basically a sauna. AC doesn't work. The only thing that does work is the heat. But it's okay. Because I know I'll be outside soon, and, you know, hopefully I just don't get too sweaty. But yeah, other than that, I spent like another hour dilly-dallying with my workouts. On the last half an hour or 15 minutes, I just alternate between sauna and steam room, and then pose. I don't know why I pose. Like, I don't really plan on competing or doing anything like that. I just kind of like looking at the progress I've been making, you know? Especially now that I've been running a cycle. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool if you ask me. I feel cool. You know? I look cool. At least I like to think so. I'm doing cool things. Not really. I gotta lie to myself. I gotta gaslight myself. No, what do you call this? We are speaking it into existence. Manifesting. We're manifesting. Yeah, as soon as I got home from the gym, made my food. I actually ate before I showered. I know that's like really musty of me, but at that point I was like really hungry. I had a yogurt. Then after that, showered, got out to shower. I made my pound of beef with rice and steamed vegetables. And as soon as I get home, I think I'm gonna have something, 3 eggs. But yeah, that'll be pretty much a full day of eating. I think I'll try doing it tomorrow, like a full day. Little life, I'm not sure if I remember to record or not, or if I feel like it. But so far, I've been winning. Like right now, I would like to say I won't be early for work, but I will be on time. 5-minute grace period. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's low key. I won today. I won the day. Well, not yet. It's like almost over, but we're on a good rate. I did my laundry. I might clean once I get home. Just like some soft cleaning, no hardcore cleaning. And I definitely do need to empty all of this shit out from my car. I think I'll do that once I get out of work too. The only problem that I have when I get out of work is that I feel extremely lazy. Like I don't want to do anything. Like I just want to go in my room and sleep. That's something that I've always battled with. You know, that's something that I struggled with. And I'm aware that I'm struggling with it because I just fully embrace it. I don't want to embrace that, so we're gonna make a change. I'm gonna put on my big boy pants. I'm gonna do what I need and want to do. I really want to clean my car because I want my car to be clean. I want it to be nice. So that way, you know, a clean environment, clean state of mind, you know. Okay, I don't know. Camera was a little stupid and I lost some footage. I forgot what I talked about yesterday. I briefly looked over it because, I'll be honest, I'm still a little lazy. Kind of just type of guy that puts up the camera, talks, that's about it. That I continue to do things, you know? Like, I'm a doer, I'm not a sayer, that type of shit. But from last night, I think I said that I was gonna clean up my car. I did some of it. I cleaned some of it. A good portion of it, actually. So it's no longer really that cluttered. I'm still gonna tackle a lot of that today. But, I'm gonna take you on a full day of eating or day in the life. I don't really know what's the difference. It's kind of all the same thing to me. Well, for starters, I got up at 8:30. I fell asleep last night at like 1. Like I said, fixing the sleeping schedule. The only reason I fell asleep at 1 is because I finished editing, all that stuff. And then I woke up at 8:30 this morning. I got up, I was like, fell back to sleep. I naturally woke up at 8:30. Went back to sleep and I woke up at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, oh yeah. Then as soon as I got up, first thing I did, take my vitamins. What did I take? I took a generic brand of a multivitamin. This is Walgreens. Then I took some theanine, whatever you call it. Then I took 2 pills of vitamin D3. It's 5,000 IU. And I also took that with my Anavar. I have not yet ate. About to do that right now. To get things started, breakfast, pre-workout meal. Typical pre-workout meal. I get some frozen berries. I'll throw like a good amount in this blender bottle, right? And then I have this yogurt, plain. It's light. I don't know what that means. It's all the same thing to me. But what I'll do, put it on the weight scale. Yes, I am now weighing my food. I am weighing my food. And I feel like that's a big thing for me because like I usually never weigh it. I just kind of free ball it. Very nice. And then what I do is that I put 2 serving size. So 1 serving size is 170 grams. That's 7 grams of protein. So 2 serving size would be 340. So I just wait till this hits 340. Almost there. Very nice. Very nice. It's 360, it's fine. Because when you're weighing out food, you gotta take account for human error, right? But just because you put in a set amount doesn't mean you're always gonna get that. Because it can be lost from sticking to the cup or just being spilled, stuff like that. It could also be off. But then what I'll typically do is add some cinnamon. There we go. Very nice. Unknown amount of cinnamon. I usually just squeeze it like 2-3 times. Yeah, I don't really know how many it is, even though it's on the scale. I just don't really care enough, you know? It's cinnamon. Pretty sure cinnamon has no calories, so it doesn't really matter. Also heard cinnamon boosts your metabolism.
So that's something that I want, I think. You know, I'm trying to get lean, trying to look sexy, trying to get these bitches. Okay. And the best part of all, we just blend it. I'm not gonna blend it now because that should be loud. You see, typically what happens once I'm done with like the blending, I already poured some of it in here, but as you can see, it's like overfilling just a tad bit. And I have some left over still in the cup, so I pretty much just drink it. Delicious. But what I'll do next, put this back on the scale, zero it out. Right there. We got some oats. Serving size, 55 grams for 10 grams of protein. Right? So I want 2 serving sizes of this. So that means I have to go 110 grams. 110 for 20 grams of protein. Okay, we're almost there. It's 112, we're good enough. Also running out. It's okay, I have a lot more bags of these, if you remember. Then after I add the granola. Two bananas. We've got 2 bananas, you know, potassium. Helps with water retention. Also helps with your blood pressure. I think. I don't know, I heard something about bananas, blood pressure. I was like, oh, really? I kind of just eat them because they fill me up, you know? Actually, I don't really have a reason. I'm just giving a reason. I just like bananas. Okay, so we just cut this up. And this is pretty much all I add to my yogurt bowl. Well, I feel like I should be doing acai instead of yogurt, but honestly, I don't really think there's a much difference. I don't even know what acai is. You know, like, is it just acai? Because I know acai is like seeds, fruit. I don't know. I just eat it and it tastes really good. And you know, looking at this kind of reminds me of it. So this bowl right here should possibly be 7 times 2, 14 plus 20. This is 34 grams of protein right here. 34 grams of protein. It's a little filling. This is, I feel like, more carbs than actual, you know, protein. I don't really rock with that. Okay, so we have all that there. Again, this banana as it is, but we're not done yet. This is my favorite part. My favorite part. Actually, let's put the spoon in. Favorite part. We get some honey. Honey. And we sprinkle an unknown amount on it. I'll do a little zigzag action. I do other zigzag action. And then I do a circle. See, that's good enough. Don't do what I just did, that's fucking disgusting. Only do that if you're like me. Disgusting. But yeah, look at that. It looks fucking good. And then usually what I have paired with this yogurt is an apple. But as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna drink my pre-workout and have a leg day. I don't really know how I feel about training legs. I haven't done them in a while, especially with being on cycle. It's really different because I want to be able to fit in my pants, and I haven't been doing that as of lately. I'm digging for gold. Okay, see ya.
I forgot to share with you what I did, but just know that I had my post-workout meal. It was just 3 eggs, seasoned it with black pepper, and I also mixed in a cup of rice, cooked rice. I always cook my rice before throwing in the eggs. I made a mistake of not doing that once, and I learned my lesson. I have learned my lesson. Let's just say that. But as you can see, place is a little dirty. This is from my car, which is not that bad. Like this place seriously needs some cleaning up to do. Also, this plant is like, it has definitely seen better days. Oh, this poor plant. Man, I thought ferns were like easy to take care of, but no, they're just. Well, to be fair, I've had this fern for over, I want to say 4 months now. So we rocking, we chilling. Just got a shower, make myself look a little more sexy, and then we'll tackle the day because I have some exciting things to do. I want to do something kind of exciting. Well, I've never done really anything like this before. I mean, I have, but this is gonna be like a new experience for me. Because like, this is now, like, I'm leveling up in life. I'm going to do something out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna do something that's probably not gonna, work out in my favor, but it is what it is. On a plus note, no more gambling. Why? Because I blew through all my fun money. I gave myself a rent's worth of money to have fun on either the crypto market or just gambling. Lost it all. So that kind of hurts. So what can I do next? I gotta start selling things. I gotta make something and sell it. I gotta add value. I have to make value of something. What can I do? I can do a lot of things to sell. I tried selling things before, didn't work out. I think that was like 2 videos ago. Tried with my business ideas, my business ventures. Didn't really go as expected. Anyways, you want to see my leg pump? Let's see if I can show you. I think I have to stand on my ottoman. There we go. See the leg pump? You may see some acne. That's not from the roids or anything from the cycle. This is actually from naring my whole body before going to Florida. And whenever I nair my whole body, I just break out really bad. So it's worth it for the time being, but afterwards, no, not at all. All this acne that I have, in the chest area, I did not have it before. I never break out like this. See, there's do. And then I'm not sure how my back looks like either. Well, I didn't nair my back. I think my back has actually been clearing up, which that is a good sign, very good sign. Also, bad thing is still going on. Not really bad, but it's whatever. This is day 2 of not taking my my trestolone acetate, my ment. Day 2 of not taking it. Why have I not taken it? Because shipping has been delayed. It was supposed to be here on the 10th. Wanna know what day it is? I think it's the 12th or the 13th. One of those days. I don't really know. It was supposed to be here 2-3 days ago. And it's still in Indiana. I'm in Illinois. What's up with that? Where's my research chemicals? I need my research chemicals to make me feel good. Ooh, I also trained biceps today for the first time, ever. I never trained biceps, never, ever. I mean, I never directly trained biceps, of course you're always gonna target your biceps in a compound movement. In order to work out your back, you need to work your biceps. There is no possible way you can work your back without your biceps. At least that I know of. I'm trying to think. Because every back movement requires some sort of tension in your bicep. Yeah, right about. I mean, there's this, right? You see biceps being activated. Unless it's whatever. You get what I'm trying to say, right? I'm not a science-based lifter. I just kind of go in and lift till extreme discomfort. What else was I talking about? Yeah, so I'm not really too stressed out about not being on cycle for a while. just kind of upset that half natties is taking a little long. A little longer than anticipated. Yeah. Because I bought all this stuff like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. The remaining of my cycle, I bought it 2 weeks ago and I have yet to get it. No, no, no. Not so good. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, so today was leg day. Hit a little bit of bicep. Weird combo, right? Do I look good at least? Be honest. Oh yeah. Okay. Gotta get some shit done. I'll be back. Maybe not. I don't know. You know, before I go though, before I like end this segment, what I would like to say is that there has been improvement from a couple weeks ago till now, at least mentally, because beforehand I was in the mindset of, okay, I am not feeling 100% today. I just want to stay in bed, and that's all I would do. You know, if I wasn't feeling 100%, I'll just stay in bed. Like, I'll still go to the gym, do all the other stuff, but I wouldn't, like, you know, talk or put in effort to record, stuff like that. But for the past couple of days, like, before I went on my trip to Florida, when I first started that video, I was feeling like 20%, 15%. I was not feeling good at all. But I put in the effort, I put in some effort. I put in that 20% that I had in my system to set up the camera and talk. And something that made me realize is that I don't need to be at 100% in order to do something. If I'm at 20% and I'm doing something with that 20%, I'm putting in the effort. I'm putting in that work. 20% is better than 0%. You know, like that 20% that I put in that day was my 100%. Even though I wasn't feeling like it, you know? So I hope this shows that it's gonna be a little uncomfortable. It is still a little awkward. Like, if you know me for the past couple of years, when I first started making videos, especially on TikTok, making deadlift vlog videos, that's how I first started. So cringy. I used to get a lot of hate. I still get a lot of hate, but this is like more on the personal side of things, right? But I used to get a lot of hate saying like, who are you? Bro thinks he's a professional. He's not gonna, this is a hard watch. This is cringe. To be fair, yes it was. But, you know, we all start somewhere. I don't want to say that I'm like good at this now, but I would like to say that I am better. I have improved from where I was till now. Significant improvement. And how did I make that improvement? By giving myself more exposure. I've been doing this a lot more. See? And now I'm like very comfortable. Instead of being awkward, not knowing what to talk, how to stand, stuff like that, like mentally, this is now just a normal thing for me. I'm still learning things too, you know? I'm always going to be learning from doing things like this. And I would like to say I am very much proud of myself just for being here, for being able to do this, for improving as a person. I'm counting on you too. I hope that you are doing what you strive to do, what your dreams are. Because like me, I've done some pretty bad things. You know, I'm an awful person. I'm admitting it. I'm taking accountability from the things I've done. I've crashed out so bad. I've done things that hurt people. You know, and I'm doing the things that I want to do. It just shows that it doesn't matter who you are or what you do. You just gotta put in the effort to chase your dreams. Yeah. Take accountability. Recognize what was wrong and why it was wrong. And then make personal adjustments to your character. You know, right the wrongs, pay the price, and show, not only say, but show that you're better, that you've changed, that you've grown. I'm a bad YouTuber. I'm a bad one. A bad content creator. Wanna know why? Because I made my dinner and I didn't share it with you. I apologize. Is it a little too dark in here? I'm gonna turn on the light. Sorry about that, but we did a lot of things. I did everything that I said I was gonna do. I cleaned up my... Where is this? Oh my gosh. Where? Okay, I found it right there. Apologize about that. Said everything. I did everything that I was going to do, such as cleaning my car. My car is now clean. Very clean. Very, very clean. Cleaned the apartment too. Like, deep clean. Bathroom no longer a mess. Living room, we all good. I'll actually show you. I have the towels up right now because they're drying on the doors. But look at this. Look at that. Clean. You see the vacuum lines? Very good. The only thing that isn't really clean, because I'm not going to do this, I don't really clean my kitchen till Saturday, because that's when I'm done with like all the food. I don't have any food left, so I do like kind of a clean sweep. Does that make sense? Gotta take this. This is my tripod. But at the moment right now, currently watching a YouTube video on how to start a clothing brand. I'm not really gonna make a clothing brand. I'm just gonna, start selling some shirts. Yeah, some merch. Isn't that awesome? I think it is. I have two things in mind. Cat stickers. And just a normal, generic black shirt. Just with Nomad on it. Isn't that awesome? I think the cat stickers are awesome. Who doesn't want some cat stickers? Of Ophelia and Hamilton. Hamilton's chilling in the living room. But here's what I had in mind. So just a generic shirt, right? Kind of like this one, right? This is it inside out. Let me fix that. It's a little embarrassing. But what I'm thinking is having a shirt similar to this, just black generic t-shirt. This is 100% bamboo. I'm not sure if I would do bamboo or cotton. Haven't decided on that yet. No polyester. We don't believe in polyester here. Polyester is very bad for the skin. But anyways, this is the front of the shirt, right? So it's gonna be like nothing, and then the back. On the back, what I want to do is just put Nomad right there, and that's it. Isn't that cute? I think that's a cool idea. Nomad in like the font of which I have my handle, the username at. I'm gonna show it right here if I remember. Yeah, this font. It's gonna be white, maybe different color. I don't know. Depends on what we go with, and if you want to leave any recommendations, go ahead, leave them in the comments. I'll look at them. But that's what I'm gonna be focusing on for the entirety of this weekend. Just trying to figure out like shirts. I'll probably get some samples in before I actually start selling it, because like I don't want to make it like a cash grab, right? Like, of course this is gonna be a way for you to support me. I also think it's cute, but I also want to not sell something that you're not gonna like. Like buy a shirt and then never wear it. That's why I think like a generic black shirt. Who cannot use a generic black shirt? Especially with Nomad on it. Like, imagine this. See, like I have like decently long hair. Not too long, but like for the women watching this, you'll like it. Because your hair will be blocking the nomad, right? But when you put your hair up, it's like, oh, you're a nomad. Haha. Do you know what nomad means? Easy. Easy definition. This is what it says on Google, if I remember to put it up right there. Yeah, I think that was long enough. If not, just pause the video. But my definition, nomad is a person that is uncomfortable with staying in the same position, staying in the same place for an extended amount of time. And this does not mean physically, but also mentally. Mentally, we cannot stay in the same place. We like to grow. And in order to grow, you know, you gotta struggle. You gotta struggle just a little bit. You gotta be uncomfortable. You gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You gotta try new things. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I hope that, like, you know, kind of shares what my thought process is. I'm really excited. I'll tune back in to see, like, where I'm at. See the progress on this. My computer just turned off. Oh my gosh, this is so stressful. Leo, what am I gonna do? Leo, how? What am I gonna do? I'm having a hard time trying to find a manufacturer. I don't want to do just a print on because that's low quality and I want to do high quality, but yet again, it's not really that deep, right? But I don't want to feel like the shirts I want to do are shitty, you know? What do I do? Leo, you have any idea what I should do? Okay, you want your belly rubs? I'll give you your belly rubs. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You like your belly rubs, Leah? You know what? I really want to focus on the shirt first. Then after that, I'll do the stickers. Because I know the stickers will be a little easier. We got to start with the hard stuff, you know? Right, Leah? Right. I want to say hi to the camera. Leah, say hi. Wait, she's a little shy right now. Leah, say hi. Hi. Man. At least I have my emotional support animal here. Leah's just purring, enjoying her time on my lap cat. But yeah, what I'm struggling with the most is trying to find a supplier, or if I even want to do that, you know. He's like, I could do just print on demand is what I'm hearing, and just kind of roll with it. Because like I said, it's not going to be that complicated. It's just going to be literally nomad on the back. That's it. Just a blank basic t-shirt, kind of like this, but you know, without all this stuff on it. It's just blank t-shirts. And maybe like the nomad thing could be a little have some texture into it, so that way, you know, you could feel it, you know, rather than it just being printed on. This is just printed on. This is printed on. There's no texture. I kind of like the texture feeling. I think that would be a little cool. Because if I really wanted to go the cheap route and not really be mindful of how I do things and just like, okay, they're done, half-ass it, it'll just be a simple print on, right? Like a print on. I'll just connect everything, be like, bam, done. I would have been done by now. But no, I want to do this in a way where it's like at least somewhat high quality, like mid high quality. Like I want to shoot at average, but high average, you know? That's what I always do. That's what I always aim for. And then we just grow on from there. Like I could start with the low, but then it's going to be a lot more effort to just start building from there, right? So I'm just trying to shoot in the middle and then build from there. Even if it's like medium low quality, I could still build up. I don't want to start at like just low quality, you know? Like there's tiers of shit. Like there's high low quality, and there's high medium quality, and then high quality. Then there's like mid high, mid low high, low mid, low, you know? And like you can start wherever you want, but the higher you try aiming up, the more effort it's going to require to actually starting, right? Versus just starting right away. If you just start right away, then you're starting at low. right? Like you're at low. But what I'm trying to do is at least start at a medium high, medium. I'm honestly fine with a medium low. The only problem is that it's going to take a lot more effort, a lot more time to actually get something out there. Because you could look at this perspective. If I just did low quality right now, yeah, I would have something out there. Would I be making some sales? Maybe not. I don't know. Right? It will be like kind of iffy. But if I decide to do like medium low, that's medium low. That's being like modest. By time I get to medium low, I would probably already be at like low high with the other one. You get what I'm saying? Like by time I get to medium low, I probably would have made like a decent amount of sales. By time with the low, like decent. It just like, puts things into perspective on how much effort you are willing to put in when you first start. That's why a lot of people are like, okay, if you're gonna start, just start right away, and you build from there. Or you could do some research. To be a little mindful and like understand how things are being done. Then you don't start at the low. You start at like a medium. Right? You go up a tier, and then you build up from there. Like building from low to medium is gonna require a lot more than building medium to high. If you get what I'm saying, But I guess what can be said is that you do get experience from building from one level to another rather than already starting at like mid-level and going to a higher level. But I guess you can argue that there's always going to be like higher levels. It's not just low, medium, high. There's probably like higher, highest, some shit like that. Highest doesn't exist, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like there's multiple levels to this, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It just goes on and on and on, and there's always going to be a battle to be who's on the top. But that's neither there or here. We just gotta get started. You gotta get something out there, and it's not even that deep. Honestly, why am I stressing over this? Because like, this is just merch. This is how you can support me. But I guess it shows like I am trying to be a little mindful of like this. I just don't want to put on like straight up ass out there. Something like that. What can I do? I don't know. Well, I'll figure something out. I will definitely figure something out. Grapefruit. I'm gonna be honest. I was staring at this computer screen for a little long, right? I think I found a couple ways through Amazon merchandise. Could do that. It's one way that I figured out. Another way is through Shopify, but I tried doing Shopify like 3 weeks ago. Didn't work out. Why? Because I was stressed and I was running on little to no time. I was not in a good place at all. No. But at least I know more than I did beforehand, But before I even got into Shopify, I felt stressed. So what did I do? I went on the floor and laid down with my cats. We laid on the floor for 2 hours. Yeah, made no progress so far. Well, not really. I've learned a little bit, but now it is time to execute. So you could go back to business for $1 a month. Cool. Or I need to make a new account for Shopify. What I'm gonna do, like I said, shirts. I'm gonna make shirts. Shirts. I think I found the way to do it. I look tired. Oh my gosh, you see my eyes? Tired, stressed, stuff like that. I still gotta eat more. I have one more meal to eat. One more. How we looking? Are we looking good? Oh. Can I see the chest acne? This chest acne is actually not from any of the substances I've been taking. It's actually from Nair. I Naired my whole body and then acne. Pretty bad. But as you can see, facial acne is not that bad. I just shaved, to be fair, so it's like there's some fresh cuts. That one on my forehead, you see that big boy? It's right in the center of the screen. Yeah, that one's pretty big. That one I accidentally popped. Accidentally. I usually never like touch my face acne. Just kind of let it be, you know? And that's one thing that I've learned is that if you don't mess with it, it will take some time. You gotta be patient about it. It'll take some time, but it'll go away on its own. You can't touch it or else you're gonna have some scarring. I have some pretty bad acne scarring, especially like in my chest area. Like I have a hole in my chest from this giant cyst that I had. Funny enough, I used to have the worst acne ever, like 2 years ago. 2 years to last year. Like very bad. I'm talking like giant boils, cysts. Like they hurt so bad. And I got them from gluten. That's crazy, right? Gluten. Nailed it down. How did I find out that was gluten? Easy. Because I literally just like cut out everything from my diet. I only started eating meats. Just started eating meats like beef. All I would eat was beef, and then after a week I'm like, okay, I've noticed no new formations of acne, no boils, no cysts. We good. Then I introduced wheat. I'm like, okay, I'm just getting a little bit more like some action. Like, okay, I'm gonna take wheat out. I had no action at all. No more new acne. I was like, okay, could be wheat. Then I went and added milk to the diet. Dairy products. I was like, okay. After a couple weeks, I'm like, dairy isn't doing anything. So then I continued with just meats and dairy, and then I added wheat again. And then I started getting a lot of acne, and that's when I was like, okay, fuck this shit. Not doing gluten anymore. So yeah, no more wheat. At least, I don't know, because like I do occasionally have. Did you yawn? Ha! I made you yawn because I do occasionally have oatmeal, occasionally. But I think as long as it's in moderation, I'm fine. You know, as long as I'm not having it too much. I'm just staring at my computer screen at the login page of the Shopify because I tried making one before, so I guess I'm stressed. Not really stressed, I just don't know what to do. I have not entered flow state, not at all. I'm gonna see if I have any money in my crypto, because if I do, you know what we're gonna do? What the fuck? I am down so much money in crypto. That kind of sucks, actually. Solana's at 120 bucks. That's pretty bad. How much Bitcoin do I have? I have $3 in Bitcoin. What the heck? That's pretty bad. At least I'm up 17% in XRP. That's pretty chill. How are we looking so far? It's currently sitting at 227. Do you think it's gonna reach $3 again? If it reaches $3, I'm selling. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna be honest. $3, I'm selling. I'm not even sure how much money I'll get from that. Time to hyper focus. Oh, guess what your boy just did? Made some progress. Hella progress. Last time I recorded was an hour ago, right? So I've already been here for a little less than a little bit. Eye bags are pretty bad. I'm probably gonna go to sleep sometime soon. It's 11 o'clock at night. Anyways, look what I did. Look what I did. We got a beanie. We got a beanie. So if you want a beanie, they're not available yet, but I got a beanie. How does the beanie look? I think the beanie looks pretty cool. You see the font? The font, it's pretty nice, pretty chill. And you know, I'm being honest with it too. Like when I was doing this, it automatically set margins to 40%. Margins like profit, right? So it was like the retail price was, I think, $50. I was like, yo, that's a little too much, because right here you can see product, it cost about like $20 to make, right? And then shipping, we don't pay for shipping, you pay for shipping. Sorry about that. But I put the retail price to $20. So I'm gonna be making roughly, where is it? $1.91 per profit. Per item. Yeah, so if I sell one of these, I'll make $2. Well, $1. So, yay. I'm gonna add more, I swear. I'm gonna add like some shirts. Not sure I'm gonna do hoodies, but stickers. I'm very excited to do the stickers, but right now I'm getting like all, I don't want to say the boring stuff, but like the clothes stuff, the stuff you can wear. Ooh, guess what? I just spat everywhere. That was kind of disgusting. It's okay. I've done way more disgusting things on camera. Anyways, guess what? Did you guess? I got stickers. Stickers. Okay, so these are like 2x2s. You see that I have a transparent option, which if you want to look, this is how it looks like, transparent. So it's kind of like, you know, that transparent vibe. If it wants to load, you see, kind of transparent. And then I also have white, so it's just kind of like, yeah, white background, you know, shit like that. Stickers. I got some stickers. What else? Oh yeah, going over the pricing, margins. The retail price, it wanted me to do $5 per sticker. And that's not including shipping. Why shipping costs $4.59? That's fucking insane. But I put the retail price for $2. And it cost $1.45 to make. That means I am making 55 cents per sticker. Per sticker. It's okay. At least you get stickers. I like stickers. I'm gonna get some of them too so I can put them on my water bottle. I love my water bottle. See, I got a bunch of stickers on them. I'm a sticker collector. I love stickers. I'm just gonna get like all my Nomad stuff, like, you know, my personal brand, you know, me. But then I'm gonna add my cats. Hamilton and Leah. Hamilton is chilling there. I'm waiting for the camera to zoom in. Just be patient with me. Ham. That's Leah. Ham. You see, I got a pet Void. And then I have Ophelia. Leah. She got a little bald spot. Leah. Yeah, she got a little bald spot. No idea where that came from. She's had it for, since I came back from the Florida trip. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Big stretch. Why is she arching like that? Anyways, yeah. We super zoomed in. Anyways, I'm probably going to do the shirt idea, like I said. The only problem that I've been encountering is that Shopify,
Shopify. The place that I'm at isn't allowing me to like edit shirts by the collar, which kind of sucks. Because honestly, I thought my idea was pretty cool. Super swag. I've been really liking this necklace. It's obsidian. It's supposed to be meaning something like rounded protection, something like that. I don't know. I'm not into rocks like that. I just thought it looked pretty cool. You know, wanted it for swag points. Okay, little update on what's going on. So, I haven't showed you the next two products I've done, but I did a hat and I did the t-shirts. Now, t-shirts, they're not really how I wanted them to be, but you know what? It's okay. Because it's something, and I actually like how they turned out. It's nothing too, you know, out there. It just has Nomad on the left side, right here. It just says Nomad, right there. I wanted it to be in the back, but, you know, it is what it is. I have one in a tan color, because one of my favorite colors is tan. Then I also have it in white. And then, because my girlfriend likes the color pink, I made one pink. But yeah. That's as far as the shirt goes. So, I have 4 things. I have a beanie, I have a sticker, I have hats, a hat, and I have a shirt. 3 different color shirts. So in total, 1, 2, 3, 5 things. I have 5 things. I'm not sure what else I should do. I feel like that pretty much covers it, right? Yeah. I can't believe I actually did that, but it's okay. Here's the fun part. The next part is my actual cats. So instead of doing, like, this is just on my end, like, this is for me, right? Like, me, but also for you. You know? Because Nomad means a lot of things. What I'm going to do now is for the cats. The cat stickers! The cat stickers. I'm gonna do a lot of cat stickers. Not sure a lot, but like a good amount, you know? Actually, I'm gonna do like a funny product. So I'm going to, let's see what I can do. I'm going to make a, car accessories. What are car accessories? Let's see. What is there for car accessories that I can do? Nothing for car accessories. Car mat, cup coasters. I want to do like something very absurd that I know no one is gonna buy, so that way I'm gonna like market it up like crazy markup. Accessories. What's other? Stuffed animal. I guess I could do a stuffed animal, right? Yeah. No. Should I do a stuffed animal? Ooh, I could do pins. A round pin. Nomad. No. Yeah, I'm gonna do a plush toy with t-shirts. I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna put the word Nomad. It's gonna be very ugly. I'm gonna mark this up so crazy. So I think, yeah. So product cost is $14.19. I'm gonna add my my stuff. So we go here, there. Upload, new upload. What do you mean? I already have. Yeah, there we go. Add that Nomad. See variants. So there's only a bear. Wait, shapes. I'm going to do bear, bunny, elephant, sheep. Right? One size. It's only color white. So I have all 4 stuffed animals. All 4. So I have bear, sheep, all that stuff. Right? Bear, bunny, sheep, elephant. Save that. Nomad. And I'm going to make this fucking crazy. Right? I don't want anybody to get this. So this is the product details right there. I'm not gonna show you this yet, but retail price goes from yeah, $19. Wait, no. I need to open this back up. Okay, so to make them, it costs. It's 12 in the afternoon. The cat feeder is about to go off. It's about to go off. See, she even knows that it's about to go off. Just wait. Let's just wait. It's about to go off. Oh wait, never mind. I lied. I forgot. There's a time adjustment. My bad. But anyways, it is 12 in the afternoon. So I got up like maybe half an hour ago, and I just laid in bed for a while, fell asleep. Well, actually, I got up at 8. Then I went back to sleep because I'm doing overnights tonight. Overnights. At McDonald's. So, I have to adjust my schedule accordingly. I'm also not going to the gym today. I think I'm gonna keep Fridays as like my rest day, just so that way I could just chill out, relax, because I don't always have to go to the gym every single day. You see, I was obsessed with going to the gym every single day, but it was because the chemicals, they were doing something to my noggin. A gallon of water bottle. This is my gallon of water bottle. I try having at least one a day. Sometimes I have a little more. Sometimes I have 2.5. Anyways, we're getting the day started pretty good. Last night, I think I called it at 2 a.m. Did a lot of like merchandise stuff, and today I really want to focus on making cat stickers, and hopefully I could drop all this tonight before I go to work. I think it's gonna be pretty exciting. But yeah, we gotta take my daily vitamins. So I'm gonna take you over here. Getting my pouch. Getting my energy drink. So the current stack, morning stack. I think I've showed you this before already. So starting off the day with multivitamin, generic brand. You don't have to get all the name brand stuff. It's pretty much the same thing. It just has a brand name on it. So multivitamin, and then I thought I had more things. I guess not. Oopsies. Then oh shoot, drop some D3. It's fine. If I could close this container, that would be awesome. Vitamin D3 has 5,000 IUs. Don't know what IU stands for. Units, maybe? But I'm taking 2 of those. And then lastly, my favorite thing of them all is that I'm gonna rip a little Anavar. Where is it? 50 milligrams. 50 milligrams. 50. See, 50 milligrams of Anavar. You want to see the little thing? It has like a DB on it. Let's see if we can focus. Not me. There we go. You see, isn't that cute? All that. 4 pills. I think I need to add a little bit more to like my morning stuff. I did have magnesium last night and zinc. So, like, I'm doing pretty well. Anyways, bottoms up. Wow. Gorilla Mind. I still have the sticker on it. I don't want to peel it off, but Gorilla Mode. Mind. Love it. This is like one of my top flavors. Do you notice any gains from me sleeping overnight? been thinking, right? Something that I've been doing a little more as of lately. And oh, sorry, Ham. She likes to walk behind me whenever I'm walking backwards. Sorry, baby. You okay? Yeah, she's okay. I've been doing some thinking. And I was reflecting on yesterday, because yesterday and the day before that and the day before that were perfect days of me sticking to like the diet I have planned. But I was then thinking about like, okay, how much protein am I actually eating in a day? Because like what I'm eating is healthy, yes. So we're gonna put things into perspective. We're gonna put things into numbers, right? I already know the answer, but I'm gonna walk you through it. I don't really track macros. I don't track calories. The only thing I do track is protein because I don't really care about calories. I know I could always like work more. If I feel like if I am gaining fat or not doing enough, I'll just do more, you know? Anyways, this yogurt, I usually have 2 servings of it. And 1 serving has 7 grams of protein. So 7 times 2, that's 14 grams of protein of just yogurt. Vegetable mix doesn't have protein in it. Then we go into the protein granola. I have this with the yogurt, and I usually do 2 servings of it. 1 serving is 10 grams of protein, so I add 20 to the calculator. So far we're at 34 grams of protein, just that one meal. I usually add bananas, cinnamon, and honey to it, but you know, that doesn't have any protein, so I'm not gonna count that. So that one meal, my pre-workout meal, comes out to 34 grams of protein. That's pretty bad. I need to find some more things to add protein to it. Then after that, we have our lovely eggs. I have 3 of them a day. I used to eat like 6 of them a day. But you know, for some reason, at this current time, the chickens are not laying their eggs. Like, bro, what's going on? So 3 times 6, 18. We add 18 to the calculator. I think these eggs, I think they're 6 grams of protein. I could be wrong. Yep, 6 times 3. 18, add 18, now we're at 52. Those 2 meals combined, 52 grams of protein. I usually just eat the eggs as is. Maybe I'll add a cup of rice. Rice, I don't think has protein that I should really be accounting for. It probably does, not like maybe a gram or 2, but I don't care. And then, for my last meal of the day, ground beef, 100% grass-fed. 1 serving size holds 22 grams of protein, and 1 pound is 4 serving sizes. So I have to multiply 4 times 22, which is 88. So add 88. I'm getting in 140 grams of protein. Not good, not good. Yesterday I found this out that I'm not getting like enough protein in because I weigh like 182, 190, somewhere around there. Can you believe that? Like, look at this sheet. Look at this. Do I look jacked? Wait. But what I did yesterday to compensate is that I had 2 cans of tuna. I have sardines also in my cabinet. I just don't fucking like sardines because the fish is literally looking at me while I'm eating it. Like, I cannot do that. No, that's... Ooh. But this can has 25 grams of protein. This one right here. And this one has 30 grams of protein. So 55 grams of protein in those 2. I just farted and that shit smells so bad. I don't want to eat canned tuna all the time, you know, because it does fuck with my stomach. And there's a such thing called mercury poisoning. Don't know what that's all about, but it can't be bad with the substances that I've been putting in my system, you know. Done way worse things than mercury. So that means yesterday I ended off with about 195 grams of protein. Still not where I want it to be. So what I'm thinking, what I have is protein powder. I've been trying to stay away from like protein powders because I like being all natural foods. Not all natural because I'm not natty. Not fully natty. I like sticking to like my whole food, you know, like my real foods, not this shit. But I do love Naked Away. Very good. Love it. 2 scoops is 25 grams of protein. So if we add 25 to the calculator, I currently am sitting at 140. So add 25. That's 65 grams of protein right there. But what am I gonna have with the protein powder? What may you ask? I'm glad that you're curious because I have some oatmeal right here. I usually do, I think it's 2 serving sizes of this. 1 serving size is 40 grams of protein, or 40 grams, 5 grams of protein. So if I want 2, it's gonna be 80 grams of oatmeal. That's gonna be 10 grams of protein. I don't feel like that's enough, right? Because then if I add that on, so 175. What I think I can do is for my next week, I'll add maybe like chicken to my diet. Add, you know, maybe I could do that, or if I decide to add more eggs, right? Because right now with the oatmeal method, with the protein powder, I'm at 175. That's 35 extra grams of protein. But that's also like a lot of calories that I don't want to, you know, account for. It's also gluten. I don't like gluten. Gluten doesn't really treat my skin well. So I need to find a way to add, let me subtract 35. I need to find a way to add 60 grams of protein. 60 grams of protein. I can't have another pound of beef. That sounds very lovely and ideal to me. I'm trying to think. I could add eggs. I could add another egg. It's gonna be a lot more money though. So if I decided to add, let's say, so I'm having 3 eggs. If I decide to add 4 eggs, I'll be at 146. Easy. 146. How much protein is chicken? Like grilled chicken. Grilled chicken. Aldi. I don't know. That's a lot of numbers. I don't feel like doing the math, but you gotta think. I can't add chicken. I don't really eat chicken like that. I'm more of a beef person. I love my beef. You see these leg veins coming out? It's because I trained legs yesterday for the first time in a while. Very nice. Even though like my calves are killing me. I got some calf veins going on. If you can't see them. Yes, my legs are shaved. Well, not really shaved. I narrowed them. And man, I'm telling you now, if you want to get some bitches, if you want to look really cool and sexy, shave your legs or narrow them. You know, like it brings out a lot more skin. Your skin looks a lot more, especially if you're muscular like me. You look full. This brings out a lot more visuals in your leg. You look a lot more manly. And if someone says shit like, "Oh, your legs are not hairy. You shaved your legs. You narrowed them. That's gay." You could be like, "Bro, worry about your fucking self. I'm more jacked than you. Why do you care about if I'm shaving my legs or not? I'm not doing it for you, bruh. I'm doing it for the bitches. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it brings out your vascularity. You can see a little bit more striation. You know, it's about the love of the sport. A lot of bodybuilders do it too. I don't know if any, well, bodybuilders shave their fucking whole body on prep or even off prep. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I just do it to look sexy. I don't know what my cat's doing. She's right there. But I'll be back once I'm done brainstorming. I would like to say, very good day so far, very productive. It's nice and sunny. And you know, it's honestly bringing up my mood because like, before I left to Florida, it was like gloomy. Weather was affecting my mood. But now I feel very good. I feel alive once again. Still waiting on my half natties package to come here. So it's not looking so good. But now that I've officially ate and did all that stuff, I think for the rest of the day, I'm going to figure out like what I'm going to add to my diet. I think I'm just going to do chicken. I could do 60 grams of protein with chicken, right? That's not that much chicken. I don't think that is. I think that's like a fair amount. But the time being, I am now going to add more products to my merchandise, to my merch store. And that's going to be Ham and Leah's stickers. Stickers for Ham and Leah. Yeah, I think that's pretty cute. Oh my gosh, I forgot I did this. Nomad Bear plush toys with custom t-shirts. Nomad plush toy with custom t-shirts. There we go. Yeah, I forgot I did that. That's pretty expensive. But it's okay, we're looking very good. I feel like I'm gonna make at least like $3-4 out of this. Pretty decent. I really like the hat actually. But you know, before I publish any of this, I need to get it myself. You know, like what's the point of releasing this if I'm not gonna represent my own self, you know? Gotta get a little nomad hat on. You know, I would really like it, especially because I am in the dire need for a hat. I do love me my hats. Other than that, I'm looking pretty good. Time to add some cat stickers. Meow. I currently have Leah up there. She's eating her food. The cat's already ate. Got some good news. Got some good news. After sitting in front of my computer screen for almost 2 hours, 3 hours, my eyes really hurt. I'm like considering getting some blue light glasses, but we're not gonna make any of those purchases anytime soon because, like I said, we're balling on a budget. But I have finished a lot of these sticker designs. I think I have roughly 33 products available, and majority of those are stickers. They're just one size. Yeah, I mean, I put in some effort, not like the maximum effort. Yeah, it was a process, but I got what I wanted to do done today. Maybe I could go a step further and set up my Shopify. I have done Shopify before, but that was like a whole process, right? And I'll be honest, with these stickers, I'm making like 30-40 cents profits. It's like $1.50 to make, and I have them listed for $2, you know? Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. A lot of people, because I was doing research with this, a lot of people are like marking up 40 to 60%, meaning they're listing just one sticker for like $5 to $10. That's crazy. That's crazy stuff, right? Like, what do you spend $5, $10 on a sticker? I don't think so. right? Because I'm assuming that you're just like me, balling on a budget. But honestly, it wasn't really that hard. As soon as I like got used to the program, I was like, I entered this flow state and I was just, you know, really getting into it. The only downside is that it's like very hot right now. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Florida, but like I got a nice pump going on. You want to see it? Well, I don't know why I asked, because I'm going to show you regardless. Especially the leg pump. Look at this. Oh yeah. So the thing with like posing with your legs, you want to shoot your hips forward, and then you want to grip the floor with your toes. Hold your breath a little bit to show some vascularity. You see them quads? Oh yeah. Oh, look at these arms. See this forearm is built on typing on a computer all day. Ah! Man. It is really hot in here though, and like I'm not breathing. Probably sucks because I'm wearing these polyester shorts, and if you know anything about polyester, you can't breathe through it. So like my whole coochie area is sweating, drenched in sweat. Whereas like the top portion of my body, this is bamboo shirts. Look into it. Bamboo and cotton, your best friends, because they're very breathable. You don't want to do polyester. Polyester sucks. I already filled this thing up once today, but it's gonna be 4 o'clock, meaning that I'm still looking for like alternatives to add to the diet, and I think I'm gonna go with chicken. I had someone recommend me some beans, to add beans. Honestly, that is good, but you know, I like meat. I'm a meat lover. I'm on team beef. Back when I was doing like rotisserie chicken a day, that was rough. Whew. I kind of like ruined chicken for me, but it's okay. It's not like I'm going to be doing rotisserie chicken. I'm going to actually make chicken, as in chop it up, season it, get my fingers all up in it, and cook it. Man, but I'm very proud of myself for like doing this. Like when I first started like doing this whole process, I was stressed out because it took me like almost 45 minutes to figure out how to do like just one sticker. But as soon as I like got it down, first like 4 or 5, I entered the flow state where I was just doing it bam bam bam, one every like 2 to 3 minutes. Man, but that's the thing, you know, you gotta struggle first in order to really get the hang of things, and after that you become familiar, and then it's easy sailing from there. Like with this, I had no idea what I was doing with the program, and after messing with it for a little while, figured it out. One of my cats just pooped. I smell it. It's rancid. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna go clean the litter boxes now. Clean your litter boxes like every other day. Every other day max. No, minimum, not max. Maximum, you don't want to leave it more than 2 days. Every other day or every day. I do every other day. Why? Because I'm a busy boy. I'm a busy man. Yeah, very happy with this so far. Like in actuality, besides like all the stuff that I like made jokes of, I had a lot of things, but I have to like fine tune some things such as the descriptions. Because honestly, I was just like copying and pasting the like the format, and then I wasn't really editing the description of the stickers, because a lot of them say, oh, that it's a pack of 4. It's not a pack of 4. It's just one singular sticker. It's a 2x2, right? And it's saying, oh, they come in 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, and 6x6. That's a little something. I'm only doing 2x2. You know, what is it called? Decision fatigue. Yeah, I'm minimizing that. No, we're making some progress. Like today, I feel good. I got everything that I wanted to get done today. Very nice. I am going to be ordering like samples for these before I post them or have them publicked. So that's gonna be fun. Something I'm looking forward to. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Man, that was some work. I'm proud of myself. Let's go. Here's a little update. Why is the camera not open all the way? Let's open that up. Oh, I guess not. You have to deal with this. But anyways, here's a little update on like real life stuff. So I'm not sure if I spoke about this before, but the previous warehouse that I was working at, they let me go because of my past experiences, because of my very, what can I say, bad decisions, because of my crash out. My very extreme bad crash out. That crash out is gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. You know, and honestly, it kind of sucks because it makes things a lot harder. But as far as like real life things are going, still working at McDonald's, but honestly, I'm not really liking it because of the overnights. Yeah, it's easy. I like the people that I work with, but the pay is not really enough. So I do want to kind of leave, but before I do that, you know, I need a sense of security of jobs, you know, like as much as I love recording and all this stuff, it might not work out. It might not. And the smart thing to do is have some sort of a secure income, and that is working, you know? Working until I can make this my full-time thing, so I no longer have to worry about if I'm gonna make enough money to pay rent for the month, you know? So, I spent the past like 2 hours looking at jobs, found some good ones, applied to a lot, and if I'm able to secure at least just one of the new jobs I've applied to, it'll be great. It'll be awesome. I've applied to a lot of places that are in urgent need for workers, and there's a place that's like 15 minutes away from here. 15 minutes walking, so I can't walk. Driving is 10, which is kind of funny, but honestly, you know, I gotta make some changes around. Gotta put myself in a better position. Yeah, kind of scary, you know, but you know, I made decisions, I've made mistakes, and I gotta deal with the consequences of those. I can't just, you know, walk off and act like everything's alright, because in actuality it's not. But that's why I'm also not really too stressed about everything going on, because you know, it's deserved. It is deserved. What I did is, you know, all on me. Nobody forced me to do it. I did it on my own behalf, and I've owned up to it. I have the consequences. I'm reaping them. You know, I'm, you know, making things right. Making things right as much as I can. You know, so I'm not really discouraged or feel beat down if things don't plan to go my way. It is what it is in a sort of way, because the best I can do is try. That's all I can do. All I can do is try. The worst thing I can do is just frolic around, rot in bed, do nothing with my time. Just take it as it is. Because if I do that, I lose a lot of things. If I just decide to do nothing, I lose the ability to take care of my cats. I lose this place that I call home. I lose my mental states. Because if I take a quick reflection on when I was homeless versus now, when I was homeless, I was worrying about where I was going to stay, what I was going to eat. I mean, I'm still worrying about what I eat, but it's in a better sense, you know? But I was worried about, like, sleeping enough, eating enough, what I was gonna do, what I was gonna say. And now I don't worry about that. It changed the way how I thought being homeless. Right now, I'm not worried about any of that because I have some sort of security. Yeah, for sure. For a while, I was making like really good money on TikTok by just posting daily videos on like how I was doing. Like being up to date with everything. Could always go back there, you know. I am planning. I'm not sure when this is gonna be uploaded, but by the time this is uploaded, I should have made a comeback already. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just rough out here. But I can't complain. You know, like I said, everything I did was on my own behalf. I'm owning up to it. And if there's people out there that like to discourage, diminish, or beat me down, you know, they have the right to do that. I mean, it's the internet. I make everything public. That's why I don't really let it affect me, you know? That's the one thing that I'm proud of why I started doing this. Because now I see every aspect of the good and bad. Because when I used to just live life, I only got the good. I only perceived the good. And that's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It was that I was just perceiving one side of life rather than the whole picture. Now that I have the whole picture, it's helping me develop as a person to see how to respond to such hate comments, to respond to criticism, to people that just enjoy beating others down. Life is crazy. Life is wild. Especially with how mine is. Very unconventional. Something. There are times where I look back and I wish that I didn't do the things I did, but what was done is done. Can't change it. We only can do the things to either improve our current stance or to maintain. You can make it worse. But that's not part of growing. We'll see what happens. Am I scared? Just a little bit. But honestly, it's, you know, like I said, whatever happens is well deserved. I'm gonna go to the store, buy some chicken. Potato. My favorite thing to do is when I'm cooking and I know something's gonna take a long time to cook, such as a potato. I like doing other things. Like this potato took roughly an hour and a half. Wanna know what I did in that hour and a half? I turned on the heat all the way up, covered it, let the water boil, right? I went to Aldi to buy chicken. I was grocery shopping while this was cooking. I bought chicken. Finally figured out like what my meal plan is for the rest of whenever, you know, my current meal plan. Getting in right around 220 grams of protein. My girlfriend is currently blowing up my phone. Let's mute that. I'll get that later. But pretty successful day so far, if you ask me. Oh, I just finished eating my pound of beef. I'm telling you, if you want to start meal planning, it's really easy. Just to start off with a pound of beef, then from there just like build, you know, like start with a pound of beef. You could do that like splitting it up from 3 times a day, like have a third of the pound of beef in the morning, then lunch, then dinner.
then you can start adding on some things like, oh, pre-workout meal. What's a good pre-workout meal? My personal favorite is Greek yogurt with some berries, bananas, honey, and oats. That's my go-to with a little bit of cinnamon. As you can tell. Post-workout meal, some eggs. Some eggs. Maybe throw in some carrots if you want. I love carrots. Then lunch. So you want some meat. Some meat. Beef, chicken, bison, turkey. Stay away from pork. Pork is nasty. What else is there? Fish, salmon. Really good for you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my cats are eating it. It's fine. It's just a pulled potato. Like, no seasoning, no nothing. Just this. But yeah, a really successful day so far. I have work in 2 hours. Technically, I gotta leave in like an hour and a half. But yeah, I got a lot of things I wanted to get done today. Which was making the stickers. Which, honestly, if I put this into like perspective, I could have done a lot more things with my time today. A little more efficient, because I think I did spend roughly, I think in total, I think I spent 5 hours rotting. Like if I put it all together, because I kept taking breaks like between time to, you know, get stuff done. I'm pretty sure you guys can relate somehow, but you know, if I really wanted to, I could have done things I wanted. It's not that I didn't want to do them, it's just that panic hit me, fear hit me, and then one thing led to another. So like, I applied to some jobs while I was out grocery shopping. Yay. Pretty good. Good sign-on bonus too. So if I get that, leaving the McDonald's. I have an interview Wednesday. Today is Friday. Gonna do overnights. But yeah, everything's looking good so far. If I need to, I'll pick up. I'll pick up another warehouse job for nights and do something a little bit more valuable with my time. No, I don't think I'm gonna pick up a second job again. I think I'm just gonna stick with one. And depending on how much I'm getting paid via this and working, maybe, hopefully soon, I'll get a new car. Because this one is not doing so good. I don't know. I haven't really done anything like monetary wise. I've just been burning money. But the one thing I am excited for is starting up this this little merchandise store that I have going on with my Nomad stuff, and then with the cat stickers. I feel like that's gonna do pretty good. No, it's not gonna get me to be like a millionaire, nor is it really gonna help me reach like my first 100K. But I think I'll get like a good solid $200. You know, 200 goes a long way, long way. I don't know. Yeah, figuring things out, taking it day by day. We're doing good, making progress. When I came to Florida, came back from Florida, I would like to say I was at 10 yesterday. I was at like a 9.5. Today, I'm like a 9. So hopefully tomorrow morning, I get to feel at least like a 9.5. And this is surprising that I feel like at a 9, because I didn't go to the gym. Usually, when I'm like above, like feeling good, I go to the gym. No, rest day today. That's the one thing I told myself. I'm gonna be a little bit more tedious with how I'm training. So we're no longer training 7 days a week, because I love working out. I'm gonna be sparring about it 4 times a week.
5 max. I like to hit the gym 5 times a week, maybe once a month. You know, if I'm really feeling it. I gotta be smart about it too, so it can't be like, oh, gym, rest, gym. There has to be a rest day in there, so it has to be like gym, rest, gym, rest, gym. Something like that. I gotta be mindful in how I train. Maybe I'll do a masterclass on training, making a split. Because if you ask me, I think 7-day splits are fucking weird. It's an odd number. I'm more into like 8, 10-day splits. If you do a 9-day split, you're weird. I think you're a psycho. If you do a 9-day split. Even a 3-day split, that's weird. Weird, what are you gonna do? Train every other day? 2 days on, 1 day off, which is technically 2 days on, 2 days off. Weird. Weirdos. You know, it's training with intent. Also, it clears up my schedule a lot more, so I can get to do things. Because as much as I love going to the gym, it does occupy time, right? Just because I go to the gym an hour a day, even though I go like 2 hours. But I've been pretty good about it. I've been going for like an hour and a half. Even though I go to the gym an hour and a half. Technically, that takes up like 3 hours of my time. Right? It's like half an hour to prep to go to the gym. That's already half an hour. Then an hour and a half at the gym. That's already 2 hours. Then an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour to like get home and, you know, be ready for the day. Bam! Big arms, right? Should I start training my biceps more? To be honest. I did my first bicep workout yesterday, even though it was leg day. I did 4 sets of failure. Well, technically 2 sets of failure on 2 different machines, but 4 sets in total for biceps. I was felt pretty good. Nothing science-based about it either. I literally hit like what was I doing? I was doing some leg extensions, and then I was like, yeah, I need to train biceps because I don't do biceps, so I decided to do biceps. Hit a little arm action, did 2 sets, and I'm like, my quads are like losing their pump, so I went to do more quad extensions. Then I was like, I'm starting to get a little forearm pump. I kind of like it, so I did more biceps so I could get a forearm pump. It was nice. Lovely. Highly recommend. Holy shit. I got like so hot because I was stressing out because I was like Shopify, Printify, all that shit. I never dabbled with this before, you know? Like oh my gosh. Just look at this. Wait. You see how, look at everything. It says unpublished, right? I'm going to do Control R for refresh. Wait. It's loading. Oh, let's ignore that. Go to my products, right? Published. See this tab up here? It says Nomad. Look at that. The last video that I've uploaded is finally up. That 3-hour-long video of me saying how the trip cured me, it's finally up. And I posted it on my Snapchat, my Instagram, and all of my TikTok accounts. I'm going back to basically how things were a couple months ago, being back into rhythm, and honestly, I I got this weird, fuzzy dopamine rush feeling that I'm saying I'm back. That I want to talk to everybody again. Because the last couple of months, I've just been isolated in my room, feeling down, not really doing much. Like, even though it's only been like a couple of days to me of like being here, I've accomplished a lot. More than I have when I first said that I was going to do the things I wanted to, like such as starting to sell some merch, some things. And honestly, it really put me back into perspective, like, man, I have all this good around me. I have all this opportunity that I can create. That I'm alive with you, you know? That I am living as well. It felt so good saying that I'm back. So I'm excited to start posting, like, maybe, I don't know how many times a day, just like whenever, but, you know, posting on TikTok, I really grew a strong community there. A lot of people have helped me. This is why I'm able to do the things I'm doing right now. Why I'm able to comfortably speak in front of the camera now, because of TikTok. It has changed my life dramatically for the best. You know, it has changed for the best. With that being said, still continuing working on this Shopify account. It's working on the computer, but I'm having some issues with it opening up on mobile devices. It's not a good thing or a bad thing, but you know, it's something, and everything is still slowly loading up. I have over 33 products available now. I'll put the link in the description. Should be the first link, somewhere around there. But yeah, I have a lot of things. I have shirts, I have a beanie, I have a lot of stickers, and I have, of course, the jokingly items, the shower curtains, the plushie, the plushies, all that stuff. I do have work. I have to leave work in half an hour, so I'm gonna spend probably like another 10-15 minutes on this, then I'll probably take you to work. I don't know. We have been making hella progress. A lot of progress. The store is officially launched, but I still have not yet set up a payment method, so people can view what's in there, but they can't purchase anything, which is kind of funny. But I'll get that finished tomorrow morning once I wake up. I'm probably gonna go to the gym Saturday because rest day today. Hopefully I get my package from Half Natty's because, you know, still kind of upset that it hasn't been here in a while. Look at the forearms. Aren't the forearms like growing? Hell yeah. I feel like this is a very pivotal moment. Very pivotal moment. I have to leave to work in like 5 minutes. I said I was going to do something. Had some setbacks. Took a break. Then I did it. That trip to Florida really did change me. Was it the trip to Florida, or was it just that I finally, you know, surrounded myself by someone that was rooting for me? I don't know. I'm very happy to be where I'm at. Like, I know I said that like my current situation does suck, but I'm glad that I'm putting in an effort to grow, to not stay in the same position. I'm happy. Like my brain is feeling all fuzzy. Like this dopamine rush is hitting harder than Three Musketeers. Remember the Three Musketeers? Not good at all, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I have done absolutely nothing today. Nothing. Like, towards my goals. As far as like launching the Shopify website, I haven't really done anything towards that. I also didn't really do anything productive today. I woke up at like 2 o'clock and I stayed in bed in hopes to go back to sleep and wake up at 4 because, you know, overnights tonight. I just ended up rotting in bed for 2 hours, doing nothing, just on my phone. Well, not really on my phone. I think I spent like a solid hour just laying there with my cats. But basically a rundown on today. Did my meal prep. Well, I didn't do my meal prep. I just, you know, cooked for the day. So had my pre-workout meal, went to the gym, had a good chest day, like some good pumps. Then after that, went home, showered. Now we're here. I already ate my post-workout meal and now I am eating my lunch. Technically this is my lunch. Pound of beef, 2 boiled potatoes and some steamed vegetables. Mixing this all up right now, but yeah, I haven't really done anything productive. Also, still have not yet received my my trestalone acetate. I've been looking at the shipment for like oh man, like every hour. It's so bad because honestly I am starting to feel the effects of not being on my proper cycle. Like mentally I mean, to be fair, the mental clarity of not doing nicotine has really helped, but being on cycle, it does feel like I'm losing a little bit of my sanity. Not in a like the generic way how I usually am, where I'm like crazy. More in a way where I'm losing just the oomph to do things, you know? Because like being on cycle, it really like uplifted me. It made me feel good about myself. If I knew about it and if I had the resources, I honestly would have started sooner. Would have. Because I want to say it had a major impact on curing my depression, curing my laziness. Right now, I just feel like my mind is flat. But it's okay. Hopefully I can make some progress today or tomorrow. I only do overnights today. I do have an interview for a new job Wednesday, so I am very excited for that. But I think what the plan is for the time being, if the interview does go well, what I'm going to do is that I'm not going to quit like McDonald's fully. What I'm going to do instead is just take away my availability again, because this position is going to be a full-time position at a warehouse. 40 to 60 hours a week. So I do want to have time to be able to do this and everything else, you know? I'm not really going to be contributing as much to my savings as much as I would, but I will be dabbling in other things. So with like my whole schedule is that I'm hoping to work mornings at the warehouse, and then at McDonald's I'm not going to be working throughout the weekday anymore. No more, just getting rid of that completely. Instead, what I'm going to be doing is just overnights up until the point where they find someone to replace me. Because honestly, I am the only person there that is willing to do overnights, and I just don't want to leave them stranded, you know? I don't want to leave them hanging like that, just like, oh, here's my 2 weeks notice, good luck finding someone. Like, I am willing to stay there as long as they need me to find someone to cover that shift, because nobody wants to do it. No one at all. I mean, do I like it? I mean, I only did it because I needed the money, but now that I'm really putting things into perspective, I need to fix up my schedule in order to do the things I want to do. Because now I found this routine, and the only thing that's kind of breaking that routine, my system, is the overnights, because I have to adjust my sleeping schedule every week, every Thursday. So I end up sleeping either a lot or nothing at all, and I'd rather be getting consistently 8 hours of sleep. But you know, it's baby steps, baby steps. Making progress though. At least I'm not doing nothing, you know. Well, today I did absolutely nothing, but I don't want to say I did absolutely nothing. I got up today and I pushed myself. It wasn't really a push, I just like subconsciously got ready for the gym. Chest day, yeah. But tomorrow's gonna be a rest day again, and then Monday gonna lead off with back day, or maybe another rest day. We'll see what happens. It's 6 p.m. 6 in the afternoon. I woke up 2 hours ago. It's Sunday. I just drank my pre-workout. I had my pre-workout meal. After I had my pre-workout meal, I've been up for like 2 hours. The first hour of me was just spent cuddling my cats. Both of them were laying down with me in bed, so how would I, you know, what do you expect me to do? Just get up? I was gonna stay there and be with my cats, you know? I rarely ever get to see both of them cuddled up with me now. I mean, not rarely, but like, I don't want to ruin the moment, you know? Like, Leah was sleeping on the side of me and Ham was on top of my chest. How? Expect me to get up? But I didn't get up because Ham wanted food. She started yelling at my face. Anyways, today's gonna be an interesting day. Because I don't have overnight tonight, but I think like 2 weeks ago, I made a promise to one of my friends. And this was when I was like going through my degen arc, where I was just kind of, you know, going wild, letting loose. And I was like, yo, let's go to the casino. And you know, like right now, I've calmed down from what I was doing 2 weeks ago. Like I've chilled out, right? Like I'm being a little bit more intent with how I do things. And you know, it was more of like an experience thing, what I was doing, like online gambling, meme coins, all that stuff. It was just more of like me having fun, trying it out, seeing if it's something that I can see myself doing for a period of time or not. Because, you know, I'm not gonna be like, that's not for me without even trying it, you know? Like gathering up experience, that's what it is. I've dabbled now, and I can say in the long run, I don't see myself doing it for, like, in a way to make money. I see it in a way to, like, just have fun, just to get, like, a rush out of things, but, yeah, no way is that gonna make me money, you know? But with that being said, promise him that we'll go to the casino together. Because I've never been to a casino, believe it or not. I've only online gambled. So, we're going later today. Gonna go to the gym, get my meals in, hopefully. Hopefully we're not there too late. I have $100. I'm giving him $100. We'll see what we make that out of. I'm not sure if I'm gonna record it or not, so no idea.
Nice back day so far. Training biceps now. I usually never train arms.
Guess where I'm at? The casino, baby! I'm gonna meet up with one of my friends. Don't know when he's gonna get here. I plan on just going in with 100. Let's hope that that's what happens. I know I'm in a good mental state right now. Honestly, if you were to ask me, I kind of left that like degen arc
me go on a wild rampage as soon as I left Florida. Like, as soon as I came back from Florida, I got a perspective on, like, how life is, and I wanted to put myself in a, you know, better position, being locked in with my meal plans, with training, and just life in general, you know? Like, this is bad, but I did promise one of my friends that I'll go to the casino with him, so we're here. I'm waiting for him. I got here like half an hour, and I've just been chilling here. I smoked a little cigarette. I have 3 more on me. Don't really plan on, you know, drinking or anything like that. Don't drink and drive. That's really bad for you. Kind of interested though. It's gonna be interesting. This is my first time ever going to a casino. I've only online gambled. That's about it. You know. We'll see what happens. If I walk out with some money, hell yeah. If I don't, it's whatever. You know, you win some, you lose some. Hopefully, things end up for the best. Okay, that was a kind of an experience. Let's just say, when I first got there, I told you, I had a number in mind that I wasn't going to go over, that I wanted to withdraw from my bank account. Like I said, my money's a little tight, so don't want to do anything a little too stupid, you know? Still being stupid, not too stupid. Just want to say, very fun. I had a very fun time. I don't recommend anybody to do it because it's really something to tell you lose all your money. Life savings. But what happened was that when we first got in, we were gifted $25 each, me and my friend Sammy. We blew all that right away. We got nothing from that $25, right? We spent it all on slots, got nothing at all. So then after that, I was like, okay, let's go do some real gambling, some real games, you know, like table games. But in order to do that, we had to get some money. None of us had cash on us, so I was like, you know what, it's okay, I gotcha. So I went to the ATM, took out 200, gave myself 100, and gave Sammy 100. Like, all right, here's 100. This is for you. This is for me. And it was a lot of downs and ups. I just want to say that, see this? A black and 2 greens. Oh, and $1, but you know, I'm just keeping this as a souvenir. Both of us profited 150 at the end of the night. There was a time and place where we were up like $600 each. Then we lost it all in, forgot what it was, what game, but we made a lot of money just from doing blackjack and roulette. There is a time, like before we left, I got completely rinsed. I rinsed through all the money that I had. That $100 I gave myself, rinsed it. I've rinsed my $100 multiple times because, like, my first 100, I rinsed it all through blackjack. Then Sammy gave me his profits, built it back up to a black. Then I rinsed that again. They gave me another black because he kept profiting. I kept losing. But before we left, we went on roulette, grabbed one of these blacks. He grabbed his black, threw it on red. No, I think he threw it on black, actually. And let's just say I was stressing, but he hit. Yes. Interesting. So now this is fun money. I don't plan on taking out any more money from my bank account. Because like I said, I am Still on a budget, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I know this is not, you know, a lot, but at least I profited something and didn't lose all my money. Definitely better than meme coins, per se. It's okay. Tomorrow, I'm gonna log back in. It's currently 3 a.m. I'm gonna go to bed. Yes! I have spent all day today trying to finish up this Shopify account, my website, to sell stickers, shirts, hats, stickers, a lot of stickers. And you see, what happened was Shopify, Printify, two different things, right? I tried combining them together. They usually fit in like puzzle pieces, but in this case it wasn't. It was being a little difficult. So I spent, from the moment I woke up, which was, I forgot when. I know it was like relatively early, but it is currently 8 p.m., 8:30. Probably spent like 10 hours trying to figure out why this wasn't working, the shipping, but now the shipping works. It's pretty good. But man, shipping is what's like up there. I know I already talked about like why I priced the things I priced. I have no control over shipping. No control. From what I know is that shipping is going to stay $4. I want to see if I can do anything to like change it, because I have these stickers priced at $2. $2. They're 3x3. Well, not technically 3x3 because they're like cut out stickers. It costs like $1.50 to make these stickers, so I'm only making like 20 cents profit, stuff like that. But we'll see. Honestly, I was planning on posting this video, uploading it to the tube once I have completely uploaded and finished this website, completely finished my merch. And I would like to say, the link is going to be in the description. First link. We did it. We did it. Yes. It's really empty. I think we came here at a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I have been half natty for 2 days now. Half natty because I'm on creatine plus Anavar. Because I ordered my Trustolone acetate from Half Natties like 3 weeks ago, and they've been procrastinating on this shipping order. It should have been here 5 days ago. 5 days ago. 5 days without my Trustolone acetate, without my Ment? I'm losing my mind.
I don't know why Leah lets me do this to her.
I'm getting there. So I have this one.
Holy shit. I actually did it.
Oh, shit's stressing me out now because it's saying that the shipping isn't available for some reason, but I'm going to this fucking thing, checking all the little shipping stuff. What?